Welcome to Meet Your Neighbor, the podcast that highlights the people and stories that make Westbrook Village a truly exceptional community. I'm your host, Steve Marilla, local realtor, neighbor, and proud member of this vibrant community. Each episode, we sit down with residents to learn about their careers, life experiences, and what brought them to Westbrook Village. It's a chance to connect, share, and celebrate the unique journeys that shape our neighborhood. Thanks for tuning in. And now, let's meet your neighbor. This week on the Meet Your Neighbor podcast, we sit down with Dick Krapfl, a proud Nebraska native, retired high school teacher, coach, and lifelong competitor. Dick's story is one of passion, dedication, and quiet strength. From the classrooms and the athletic fields of Nebraska to the fairways of Westbrook Village Golf Club, Dick has spent a lifetime mentoring others, pushing himself, and showing up with integrity. He shares reflections on teaching, the lessons learned from decades of coaching, and why staying active both mentally and physically is still a big part of his life today. Now, let's meet your neighbor. Hello, Dick. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Great to have you in here. I really appreciate it. I started playing pickleball with you back in the day, and you taught me a lot about, not about pickleball, but how to be competitive, because you are very competitive. But so I really appreciate the things that you've taught me about how to be competitive. Even in pickleball, you try and golf, but I'm scared to even golf with you just because you're so good.
Well, I just enjoy being out there.
I bet. Yeah, you do a good job. So let's start. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in eastern Iowa, a small town called Delhi, Iowa, and that's close by Dyersville and Manchester. And Dyersville had Ertl Toys.
Ertl Toys, what was that?
They made toys for, out of die cast, and they were worldwide.
Oh, really?
And, big factory, and my brother-in-law worked for them. And
oh, really?
And they made quality toys.
Huh.
And, they had a big basilica there, Catholic basilica. The whole town is Catholic.
Okay.
And eastern Iowa is pretty much Catholic.
How big was the town?
Dyersville?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say about 7,000.
Oh, okay. I grew up in
that
the
was Field
600s.
of Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
That's where Field of Dreams was
Oh,
filmed.
was it? Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a guy that lives in Westbrook that was one of the AAA players that was on the Field of Dreams. Did you know that?
Oh, no,
yeah,
I did not.
I met him in the hot tub. I mean, I get a lot of stories on the hot tub, but yeah. Wow, Field of Dreams. Did you play baseball?
I played a couple of games in eighth grade.
Yeah.
And they just needed a player, and I became their number 4 hitter. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Have you always been athletic, or was that come natural to you?
I just love sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite sport?
Well, I loved football.
Football?
It got me a scholarship to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had a scholarship to play at Iowa and Northern Iowa and some other D1 schools. And,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
At what position?
I was in high school. I played offense and defensive line, but I didn't come off the field. I was a place kicker, I was fast enough that I could play just about any position.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. Well, you talked before we started about you had a good relationship with your high school coach. Was your high school coach?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Well, Mr. Youngblood was a PE teacher, and as soon as I met him in 7th grade, he taught phys ed and was a football and wrestling coach. I knew what I wanted to do in life, and as soon as I could, I went out for wrestling, and I couldn't go to very many practices. And then my sophomore year, I was able to go out for football, he did a lot for me.
Did he? Was he kind of a father figure for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely. Yeah. And my senior year, he got the most out of me.
Oh, really?
He showed me how to play up to my potential.
Huh.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. He pushed
but
me.
You did it.
He pushed me pretty hard. And, I came out grumbling and swearing a little bit, but, that week of practices, he brought me down to my knees, but
wow.
boy, it changed me.
Is that what really did it for you? Where
Oh,
it's like,
absolutely.
now I know what it's like.
Yeah, and then my stats came up high.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did he do it because he saw the potential in you and
absolutely.
just, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And he needed me to be better,
sure.
and he knew that I could do better.
Yeah,
And we were in a small enough school where I didn't come off the field,
yeah,
and I had to play better. I just
right.
had to play better.
And you just took it on and
Yeah.
committed.
Yeah.
So that was your senior year, and then you went on to play some college ball?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I lettered 4 years, and
Okay.
my freshman year, I dropped out of college. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't have any money. I didn't have
Yeah.
a car, and so I got a job, and I had an accident on the way home one night,
Yeah.
and lost my arm.
Yeah.
And
Were you by yourself in the?
no, a guy I worked with, Chuck Phelps, was with me, and if he wouldn't have been with me, I wouldn't have made it out of there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He put a tourniquet on my
Did he?
arm and
Okay.
stopped the bleeding, and talked me through this. And he was in the operating room when.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I was awake all this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it took 45 minutes for the ambulance to get there, and
Wow.
and it was pretty tough. But
Yeah.
he was a Vietnam veteran.
Okay.
And he was only 27 at that time, and I was 20. And if it wouldn't have been for him, I wouldn't have made it.
Wow. Is he still around, or did you stay in touch?
haven't stayed in contact with him, and but Chuck was a heck of a guy, and he had a story all to himself, and on the job after we would get done, we built silos on farms.
Oh, okay.
And that was a great job. It
Yeah.
was really hard.
Well, that'll keep you in shape.
Oh yeah, yeah, and Chuck and I didn't get along the first couple of days, but then at night when we were done, we'd have our evening meal. We'd get done about 10 o'clock at night, and
wow.
I would just listen to his stories about Vietnam, and I was just in awe of this guy.
Wow.
And he was only like 5'9", 160 pounds, but
was it just what he went through, or just?
Oh yeah, yeah. What he had to do in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed by this guy.
It is. A lot of young kids are put in a tough position when they go to war, and it's crazy how some guys just come through it, and some guys are never the same.
Yeah.
So he was pretty mentally healthy with it, and
he had some growing pains when he came out back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Huh. So at 20 years old, you lost your arm.
Right.
So you've 50 years without your arm. Do you still miss it today, or is it?
No,
it's normal for you now?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure, because there's nothing you can't do. So I remember I had asked you, did you golf when you're in high school? And you said golf. No, that was a sissy sport.
It was.
He goes, I didn't golf till I got one arm. That's
right.
what he told me. That was pretty funny. And you still golf better than most people with two arms. Let's go back, because you mentioned before we started the interview that you came from a family of 9.
Right. There was 9 kids in our family.
9 kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
the second youngest, and my mom raised all of us basically by herself.
Really?
And she was such a hard-working lady, and she was second oldest out of 13, and her dad.
Oh, wow.
Her dad died at age 45 from cancer.
Okay.
And so she had to raise her siblings.
She raised her siblings, and she raised her kids kind of by herself. Wow. That you must have a lot of respect for her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's mothers don't get enough credit, for sure. So, all right. So now we're 20 years old, and did you decide to go back to college?
Oh yeah, I went back to school that fall.
Yeah. Okay.
And the football team said, "Hey, we need a kicker," and the one guy talked to my high school coach, and he says, "Well, Dick kicked in high school, and he was really good." And
really?
And so he brought a bag of balls to my room one night, and he says, "We're going to go down and do some kicking."
Really?
And so we kicked in, and our kicker he wasn't too bad, but we lost a couple of games.
Yeah.
And so in the 6th game of the year, I started kicking for him.
Oh, really?
And then, that was about 7 months after my accident.
Okay.
And then that was my sophomore year. Then my junior year, I came back and kicked and started in the offensive line too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really? Was it tough adjusting?
Oh, there was a little bit of a balance issue, but
Sure.
But you got over that in practice when you had to do all these darn monkey rolls.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. Well, that was probably pretty helpful for you to right out of the gate, because I'm sure it was a tremendous shock to lose a limb, and then you're doing the same things you were doing. You're still playing football, you're still active. That was probably really good for you, healthy-wise.
Well, it was a lot of it was social too. That they wanted me back. And they were these were friends of mine.
Yeah,
and these were, my freshman year we had like 90 freshmen out, and then it went down to 45, and then my sophomore year we were at about 35, and then we graduated with about 30.
Okay.
And so these are friends of mine.
That's nice. I didn't realize you had gone back and kept playing.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then when I started teaching, I in Nebraska, there was the Omaha Mustangs, and they were you'd call them a semi-pro group, but they later on became the Omaha Beef, and that's where they had several pro players come out of it, and I played for them.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you must have been a heck of an athlete.
Oh.
Well, you are. I mean, I see you play. Trying to get you off the pickleball court is probably trying to get you off the field. You get off and you want another game immediately.
Yeah.
Until it gets to this kind of heat, I suppose. So you ended up moving over to Nebraska, and did the semi-pro team, is that what brought you to Nebraska?
No, teaching. I was a teacher.
Okay. Where did you teach?
I taught history.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really lucky. I taught for 38 years.
Oh, wow.
And
was that pretty rewarding for you?
Oh, absolutely. I wasn't very good the first year. And I was coaching 4 sports. Oh, sure. And a small school, but it was a great school, south of Lincoln, Nebraska. And each year I just kept getting better and better. And I had great teachers around me. Yeah. And they would come in and help me, and they'd say, "Hey, try this in class." And administrators would come in and say, "Hey, why don't you do this?" And I'd pick that up, and every year. Then pretty soon, the third year, I was going, "Hey, this is a lot of fun." Right. You probably got into your groove of knowing what you're doing, and yeah. And then in 2006, I was Teacher of the Year in Nebraska. Oh, congratulations! I can see in your face that you're very proud of that. And oh yeah. Did you ever have a student that was like you, that you were able to push athletically push over the edge like your coach did for you? Well, the way coaching, the way my high school coach pushed me wasn't really allowed anymore. Oh, sure. And they called it the Oklahoma drill. Oh, okay. And, you were surrounded by, 15 to 18 people, and he'd point to or call a number out, and they would just run at you hard. Yeah. And you're supposed to, block them off. Sure. And that's something you don't want to do anymore. Right. But I needed that. Yeah. I really needed that. You needed that to just straighten yourself out. And yeah. When I was coaching, that was something that was... It was just too hard. Yeah, frowned upon. Yeah. Huh. Did you have good teams? We were really small, and sure. And I was a better wrestling coach than I was a football coach. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. And but I really enjoyed coaching. Yeah, I bet. All the sports, whether it was track or girls golf or I was able to, when I moved into Lincoln and was teaching there, I had a job as coaching girls, in their large classes there, and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. We
Huh.
won the state, a couple of times.
Oh, did you for the girls golf team?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, they won it.
They won it. Yeah. Well, just one thing. I coached 7th and 8th grade basketball. The rec teams.
Oh yeah.
And it was so much fun. I wish I could do it today, but I think it's changed a lot, and I like being from a small town. It's a lot easier. I felt the kids you knew all the kids,
right?
When you go to a big school, you don't know half the kids. So, yeah. So when did you start playing golf?
Well, I was coaching football as a head coach in football, and my assistants, they were golfers.
Okay.
And they came and they said, "Hey, we got to get away from this once in a while." And
right.
And so they said, "Hey, let's play golf." And I said, "You're gotta be kidding me. We're going to play golf?" And so they said, "Well, we'll drink some beer too."
Okay. Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, well, we can do that." And so we went out on a Sunday afternoon and played in this pretty rough course, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So we started doing that on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
And then I went home to Eastern Iowa and visited some of my friends and my brother-in-law, and we went out and I bought a set of clubs.
Okay.
And on the second hole, I got a birdie.
Oh.
And well, that was it.
Really?
That
it was that
it.
quick. You got a birdie,
and then I was hooked on it. And
yeah.
then I started practicing, and
did you get good right away, or were you like most golfers that kind of you all of a sudden figured it out after you played for a while?
Well, I had friends, like one of my assistant coaches, and he's a good friend of mine. He was the best man in my wedding. I was the best man in his wedding. And,
okay.
And he knew a little bit about golf.
Okay.
And so he would say, "Okay, now if you do this, this is what the ball will do." And okay. Now he had two arms, but I said I knew what I could do with one hand.
Right.
And I was a pretty good tennis player, so I knew how to hit a forehand really well. And so I relayed that to my brain, a forehand with that club.
Yeah.
And so then it became, how do I get around the green?
Right.
And chipping and putting became my strength.
Yeah. I remember asking you, did you lose a lot of yardage with your driver when you lost your arm? You go, "I didn't golf before I lost my arm. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Yeah, you're a great golfer. Have you competed in golf at all? Have you ever done tournaments?
Yeah, I've won 35 tournaments.
You've won? Oh, wow. That was not a loaded question. I did not know the answer to that one.
Yeah,
35 tournaments?
Yeah, I won 4 national amputee tournaments.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Jeez, yeah. I knew you were an athlete, but until I get the stats. So, how did you meet your wife then? Because your wife obviously was probably golfing back then, wasn't she?
Well, she was the Nebraska head women's coach.
Okay.
And I was a tennis player, and my mixed doubles partner and I were pretty good.
Yeah.
And she said, "Hey, I got someone I want you to meet," and that was Robin. And Robin was playing with the basketball coach, the women's basketball coach, and they were pretty good.
Sure.
And so she hooked me up with her to play tennis, and so then Robin and I said, she said, "Well, do you want to play golf?" And I said, "Yeah, I've started playing golf."
Yeah.
And I went to some amputee tournaments by that time, and that was only on year about 3 or 4 that I was playing, and then but I was really getting hooked on golf.
Yeah.
So
do you think, looking at your life, is golf your favorite sport as to play?
Yeah.
I mean, tough to play football when you're 50. I used to love basketball, and that basketball stops at 30. You
Yeah.
can't. I won't play. You can't move like that.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. That's where golf. I mean, boy, you just have to be so precise. I remember you giving me pointers, and you're just so disciplined when you play. Does that come from that high school coach, or what? Or does that come from what influence? Because you practice every shot the same way. I've
Right.
seen you practice as I'm having a Bloody
I
Mary
think
in the
that
morning.
came from wrestling.
Oh, really?
Because when I was coaching wrestling, and when they would do certain moves, no, your hand has got to be here.
Sure.
You've got to be exactly here.
Yep.
And your head has got to be here, and your eyes got to be up, and you can't drop your head down on this double leg. Your eyes got to be to the ceiling, and you can't let yourself not do those little things.
Right.
And golf is like that too.
Yeah, golf is so mental, and I don't mean it like everyone says the 6 inches between your ear, but it's you. I want to be more like you. I just don't know if I can. Is where you're so precise when every swing is the same way when you watch you on the driving range, where you watch most golfers. And the swing's very seldom the same. There's always a little something here or there. And the way you approach the ball is that you don't change. It's the same every time, right?
Well, when it does change, the ball doesn't go where I want it.
Yeah, I'm sure. So pickleball's not in the run for favorite sport, though, huh?
Oh, I love pickleball.
Yeah,
I got to have them both.
Yeah.
I got to have them both. They're two different things, but I don't practice pickleball.
No, I don't either. I would like to someday if I got competitive, but I just enjoy playing so much. It's a great way to get exercise.
It's a workout for me.
Yeah.
Whereas golf is competitive for me, and it's internal.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, is there something? I mean, you beat most golfers that have two arms because you score in the 70s, and very few golfers do, and you're doing it with one arm. Does that give you a sense of pride?
No.
No, because it's just who you are.
I don't use that at all.
Yeah.
I got to beat myself.
Yeah.
I got to beat myself. If I shoot, earlier this year, I shot my age 4 times in a row, and
oh wow,
or 4 times, not in a row, but
yeah,
and I got to get back to that.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose once you got a taste, a guy like you,
yeah,
now that's a new standard, right?
Right.
Yeah, and just for people listening, you're not 86, you're 70.
I'm 72 now.
72,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't even think when I get to 86, I won't be able to shoot my age. So, yeah,
it'll happen. It'll happen.
It can, and I always tell people, they say they want to lose weight, they want to be a better golfer. No, you don't, because you would be. It takes a decision, it takes a mental fortitude to make a change.
Right.
And to be good at something. But, guys like me are used to being average, so that's that's fine. I can live with that. So, so you leave your mid-20s when you met Robin and started your family?
Oh no. I was I was 38.
Oh, 38. Oh, so you guys met a little later in life.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. And had a couple kids and
right.
Did you live mainly in Nebraska?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What made you want to move to Arizona? Just retired, or
we both retired, and then Robin was the golf coach, and she had taken her team all across the United States.
Sure.
And we had talked about where do we retire, and I asked her about different places: Florida, Arkansas, Texas.
Sure.
But she said, this is the place we need to be. There's a lot of just great people at Westbrook, and there's a lot of Nebraskans here, and a lot of people from the Midwest, but overall, just a lot of great people. And this is where we need to be. And so...
And she knew it specifically to Westbrook? Or
because her golf team had been down here for like 12, 14 years in a row.
Oh, okay. Did they play in the tournament down here?
That college tournament.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That is such a bonus to have at Westbrook. I love watching those golfers, and they get to do it in your backyard.
Aren't they good?
They're so good. It's we have a tournament here in Westbrook that is NCAA Division I, and we get a lot of great schools. So you sit on the course and you watch them play, and it's 3 days of watching tremendous golf. And then the regular golfers come out on Tuesday, and you're like, what is this sport? I mean, it's such a night and day, and their swings are so smooth, and just it's fun to watch, and it's fun to watch young women especially, and just how talented they are.
Oh, and they love coming down here because they get such a turnout with the people from Westbrook to watch them.
Yeah.
They don't get that type of turnout on other tournaments.
Huh. Wow. That feels good for our community that we do a good job supporting.
Right.
It. Yeah.
If you're around hole 14 and 15 and there's 200 people sitting on the grassy knoll, and watching these girls play. They're watching 14, 15, and 18, and lots of times in these tournaments, all they get is their parents coming along and watching.
Well, right.
And now they get a crowd of 200.
Yeah, they feel like
they get a little pumped.
I bet they feel like they hit the big time.
Right.
The one thing I was going to ask you is, you mentioned a lot of Nebraska people here. There, I would say, out of all, I'm from Minnesota, or identify as from Minnesota. I'm from Wisconsin also, but in Washington State and our Wyoming guys, but Nebraska really has. I mean, you don't see. There's definitely the most flags flown in Nebraska. I mean, even though they might not be the most dominant from their state, but there's definitely a real Nebraska pride here. Don't you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're very proud of the University of Nebraska and the state of Nebraska.
In the state of Nebraska, yeah, it's something special to see. Well, what's your favorite thing about Westbrook?
The people.
People?
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've never had so many friends in my life. I mean, I didn't have a lot of friends in high school. I think you had a lot of friends and you played a lot of sports, but I've never had so many people to talk to and to just have a good time with. It's such a positive community that we have.
Every golf course, I was a public course player until, I don't know, 15, 18 years, 20 years ago. I joined a course called Yankee Hill.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good of a course. I mean, it was well kept. But what brought people to Yankee Hill was the people.
Yeah.
You could go out to the number one tee as a person that was thinking about joining, and if there was a threesome there, they'd say, you come and join us.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And you don't get that on a private course.
No, people want to golf by themselves. You see a lot of twosomes on private courses. And
right.
They want to, yeah, that is special. And I think Westbrook's the same way.
Oh, absolutely.
Very inclusive. I
mean, you join us.
Yeah.
And they'll basically say, hey, you need someone to play with? Come on, you join this group right here.
Yeah. I think that back in Minnesota, we had the same thing. You had some nicer courses, but there was one course called Indian Hills, and everyone called it the blue collared course. And it was a lot of blue collar, but there was doctors and lawyers, just like Westbrook. There's some very successful people, but it feels blue collared. It feels very inclusive. Like nobody, I always say about Westbrook, the guys with the most money, you'd never know it because they got the beat up golf carts. They don't, it's not, our club is not about showing off who we are. It's showing off our golf course. And having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like when you bring your group in at the end and you're passing out that money and the hooting and hollering. It's just a good time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, guess what? It's been 30 minutes. Does it feel like it?
No.
Does it feel like we just got started?
It went fast.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming in, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, this was easy, Steve.
Well, we're not going to jump around on the floor or anything and do some exercises or any football stuff. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you for listening to the Meet Your Neighbor podcast. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And feel free to share this podcast with your friends and fellow neighbors. Until next time, take care and keep connecting.